Hello, hello, everybody. Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life. It's Wednesday in the afternoon, and yes, I'm here. So, good afternoon, everybody, on a Wednesday. What is it? Wednesday the second?
Yes.
Second? Yeah. Oh, maybe I should change my calendar to say the second, right? Oh, yeah. Just because I usually change my calendar, but and it's now August. See? August 2nd. um, got that in there. So today's video, I have a friend here locally, and she is scared of zippers, and most people are. I don't know why, but they just are. And so she gave me her fabric and the parts and pieces, not the parts and pieces. I had the zipper because she's just having me do this. But she gave me the pattern and the casserole dish hot pad by the Gypsy Quilter. It's a pre-cut batting and insulating material to make a hot pad, except we're not making the hot pad with it. We're actually using this pattern, which it's in the description. I don't know where to find this pattern. You might want to try a Google search if you're interested in this. If this is at all what you want to try, if you buy this Gypsy Quilter casserole dish thing. It's by Cut Loose Press, designed by Carolina Moore, and it's a lunch tote. And it's a single page pattern thing that goes with this so that you don't always have to make the casserole dish. You can make whatever. So it just makes a lunch tote. So Scott's going to hold it up to the camera to show you what it makes. So this is what I'm making for her. She's a close friend, so I consider her family. So I'm doing this to get it done, and I figured, well, since she's having me do this, why not turn it into content? So I'm going to make it for you guys, this cool lunch tote. So other than this casserole dish hot pad and the pattern, I needed half a yard of two fabrics. One is for the strap and pocket, and one is for the outside and inside of the bag. And then I also needed 1 yard of zipper and 2 zipper heads because it opens with 2 zipper heads. So, and these instructions, I don't follow other people's instructions, especially for bags, very well, but I'm going to do my best to try to follow this whole thing. But if I mess up, I mess up, and she just could say, Tiffy original, honestly. But I'm going to try to follow this. So, for the main fabric, she pinned main fabric, and it's going to be this print right here. Something the World by Paula, not pronouncing that name, for Benertex. It's a Benertex fabric. It's really, really pretty. And then she has a blue and purple batik. She gave me way too much of that, but hey, whatever. For the straps and the pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my package of casserole hot pad thing. And yeah, get started on this thing. So the lunch tote will be insulated, and she can put her lunch or whatever in it, I don't know, but if they make it, the Gypsy Quilter makes it, I'm kind of curious how much this stuff costs. For those that make lots of casserole dish holders and stuff. All right. Anyways, all right, so it has 1 insulating thing and 2 pieces of batting in there. And then it says on my fabric, says to cut the fabric in half to create 2 fat quarters. Well, isn't that easy? Cutting it in half to create fat quarters. Just like that. And welcome everybody that's joining in. It's not a normal time for me to be on here. But I figured I would so that I had something to do today.
Tell them how early you were up. We were debating coming on this morning.
Yeah, I was up at like 3:15, 3:20 this morning, and by like almost 4 a.m. So I was like, well, we could just go live because I didn't know what to do. And then we was like, nah, we'll just watch a movie. So yeah, I would have went live at 3 something this morning, which would have been fine for you East Coasters, but for the West Coasters, nobody would have been awake. All right, let's see. Then I cut that, so I created that. Now I need to cut some pocket and strap fabric. So let's just move this aside. And if you need to show that on camera what the product is, I guess. Everything's falling off of my desk. All right. I'm throwing everything. Make sure that this is super flat. It's a batik. So make sure everything's nice and flat before I cut. So I'm going to cut 2 of a certain number. I can't give you the numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory. If you're following along, you'll know whatever straps usually are. It's a little bit bigger than that. All right, so then I need 2 cuts that are that by width of fabric. I'm literally, yeah, I'll need cold water if you go outside this room. I need 1 and 2 of those cuts. That's for the strap. And then I need 2 pieces that are another number for the pocket rectangles. Now, it'd be best to line this up on a line because I need to measure out to a certain number. That's 5 and that's number. And then they need to be subcut. Do I not need that anymore? Guess not. Okay. They really have you over measure on how much fabric you actually need for this. Yes, please. And by the way, the bag's supposed to turn out 15 inches by 10 inches. So I guess you still can stick a casserole dish in it, but I don't know how you would want to hold it upright because that would be weird.
Where do you get this pattern? Google it?
Yeah, try to Google this pattern because I'm not 100% sure where to find it, and I didn't stop and take the 15, 20 minutes it would have took me to find it myself on the internet. All right. Right there. Oh, wait, 9. Okay, and half. Cutting that in half. Okay. And I don't need that. Then it says assembly. Okay, those are my pocket pieces. Now for the assembly. Let's see. Center the pre-cut casserole dish and insulating material between the wrong side of the main fabric. So I'm going to take the main fabric and I'm going to center the pre-cut casserole insulating material right here. I'm going to center that on there. And the wrong side of the main fabric piece and a pre-cut batting piece. Oh, okay, and a pre-cut batting piece. So, which way is that supposed to go? Is that supposed to go inward or outward? I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't say. We will just have it face that way. I don't ever use this insulating stuff, so I honestly don't know. Is the silver supposed to go towards the fabric, or is the silver supposed to go towards not the fabric?
Here, maybe?
Scotty's going to look at the directions and see. I'm also going to require iron.
Don't microwave it.
Yeah, you don't microwave
I
this
could
stuff.
have
Yeah.
plugged that in for you.
To find an answer for me. I'm going to press it
One lady
first.
said silver outside.
Silver faces out towards the fabric.
Another lady said fabric.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Silver towards fabric. If two people said it, that should be right. I'm going to press this real quick because it's kind of wrinkled. Make it nice and flat. Okay. Back to the wrong side like this. It's nice and flat. And that's centered. That looks good. All right. Once that's on there, base an 1/8 of an inch away from the edge.
This
all
just
the
says
way.
to put the reflective material between the batting and the fabric. So yeah, the reflective material, I guess, would go towards the fabric. I don't know. It doesn't say which side. It just says put it between it on the directions.
Well, it says to put the insulating material between the wrong side of the main fabric piece and
Yeah, that's what it says
pre-cut
here.
batting piece.
That's what it says here.
The wrong side.
Yeah, that would be in the back
It
of
would
the
have to
material.
be on the back of the material. So yeah, it's facing this way. All right, so now I'm just going to stitch all the way around to baste it, I guess. It's what it says to do with an 1/8 of an inch, which is going to be kind of hard because these aren't fully equal to each other. Just going to use a basting stitch all the way around. I'm going to try not to wrinkle my piece while I'm doing it. It said to pin, but I'm not pinning because I don't like to pin. Just going to keep everything flat. I guess I'll get into V's as well. One stitch. Go this way. I'm just basting it down for now, like it says to do. I'm also adjusting this stuff as I go because that is not the same size. So far, it's turning out nice and flat, and I didn't even pin it.
Cut Loose Press has their own website. I guess they would sell it there.
Ah. So if they have their own website, it would have been easier, yeah. All right, while I'm going my final way around, everything's still flat. Yes, it is. All right. I'm at the beginning. Let's see how flat it is without pins. Oh, look at that. Looks good to me. I'm going to iron it. Make it even better. That's pretty thick. Okay. Now, what's the second step? Baste away from that. Repeat this process with the remaining main fabric and pre-cut batting. So repeat with this one. I'm just going to iron it onto it, because that always works for me. Gets it it all nice and flat. And then baste this one. You guys, can you believe it? I'm actually following directions. Who does that?
Who does that?
All right, 1/8 of an inch stitch. Creating a V. Come on, stay. Whew. Stay flat. Hopefully everybody's having a lovely Wednesday, midweek day. We were sitting around watching movies all day. And then a nap. And then it was kind of raining with some thunder earlier. Like, it rained for 5 minutes, yeah. But I was outside because I like the rain. And I was, outside looking at the clouds, watching the rain. All right, so that piece is done and that piece is done. What do I do next? Da-da-da-da. Repeat this process. And pre-cut bang. This side will not have insulating material and is the inner panel. The fabric. All right, trim the fabric even with the batting on both panels. Okay, let's trim it. Equal with the batting. I should have lined it up like on an edge or something, because to me this is a waste of fabric. But that's okay. I'm also going to cut the V's out in a minute. I'm just going to cut around the outside first. Using scissors. I could have used the rotary cutter probably, but scissors will do. I don't know why I didn't have us quilt these panels. That would have looked even better. Maybe it doesn't want us to squish down the thickness or something with quilting. I don't know. All right, let's throw that to the ground. Cut these V's out. And then I still have one more to trim. This is a lot. I've never made a lunch tote before, so this will be a first. Here.
It'll look cool.
Stuff like this. All right, now I got to trim this one. Looks all wrinkled now. All right, here we go. Let's just start straight. How many people we got watching today this afternoon?
150.
150 of you out there. Wow.
A lot of them in the UK because it's good time for them, whereas your show Sundays aren't.
Oh, well, that's good. I know I need to start doing midday stuff so that way, other than just Sunday, that way you guys can actually catch the lives for those of you that are out of the country, that are not in the U.S. I always forget that. I know my Australia fans can watch. It's considered Monday for them when they watch my So Sundays. It's Monday morning for them, but UK is usually like the middle of the night, like 3 or 4 in the morning when I come on. And I don't think any of you stay up that late. I don't even see
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty much 10:30 in Ireland.
10:30 p.m. in Ireland?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's already late. So something before noon our time would be good
We
for.
were supposed to do, breakfast at Tiffany's. We were going to start that, but things came up.
All right, so I'm cutting out the V's now on the other panel.
Is your outer fabric decorator weight fabric?
No, it's just regular quilting cotton. And the inside is a batik.
It's 9:30 in the morning tomorrow in New Zealand.
Oh,
Thursday
wow.
morning.
Thursday morning in New Zealand, huh?
Yep, 9:30.
All right, that's done. That's done. Now what do I do? Making the pocket on the wrong side of one of the pocket rectangles. Where's this going to go? Because I know how to do that. Place the pocket rectangle right side together with the inner unit. Okay, so that's my outer unit. This is my inner unit. Now I'm going to be taking one of my pocket pieces and lining it up. It says right here at the crease of the darts. And I'm going to draw a rectangle on it to create the pocket. So I need a erasable pen. Oh, and it's going to go wrong side of the pocket. No, it's right side, because when I flip it out, it'll be wrong side. It's going on this side. Right sides together with the outside. Like I forgot how to put pockets in. Only for that brief moment. It says center it. That looks center to me. And I'm going to draw a whatever and a half line from one side to the other. Let's see how wide this is. That's that and a half. So what would 7.5 be equal? Let's see right here. This littler ruler. So it would be, that's a big pocket. Can I even see that line? No. This one I probably won't see either. My friction. I need to pull out a different friction pin. Aha, this one's working. And then 1/2 inch away from that, I'm going to draw the other line. And then I'm going to be sewing on that line. And that looks equal there. Draw that in there. Ooh, it's thundering. All right, that pen is going out. This one works.
And the car
though.
windows are still open.
All right, so now I'm just going to create the pocket. So I'm going to sew this on here, and then I'm going to flip it through like any other zippered pocket, except this one does not get a zipper. Nope, no zipper. Just top stitching. Oh, I better change my stitch length. So I'm sewing my zipper. Not zipper, my pocket opening. Whew. Talking about zippers. Stuck in my head. All right, so I'm going to cut down the center of that, opening it up, and then I'm going to push it through to the other side. Just going to use my ruler and rotary cutter. I go most of the way, and then can I have those sharp green handled scissors?
Of course, it's a horse.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm going to use my super Karen K. Buckley little green ones to create the rest of this, and I'm snipping my little V right up to the stitching, but not cutting that stitching. And then I'm going to pull this through and iron it. These are really good for getting into really tight places because they have a super sharp point and they're serrated. So I'll push this through. And then I'm going to press it equal. So that center needs to be equal in there. I'm just going to make it completely center on there. So I'm going to press it with the iron. I usually just roll it with my fingers to get it just the way I want it.
Turn the camera so they can see how you iron.
No, I don't need to see how I'm ironing. They see me do plenty of bags. If you guys need ironing, just go to other bag videos that have zipper pockets. All right, so now you can see I have that nice crease in there. My between seam, so the fabric from here and the fabric from here are meeting exactly in the middle all the way around that. So I'm going to go ahead and top stitch that all the way around because it's not getting a zipper. It's just a regular pocket. So just going to top stitch it. An 1/8 of an inch stitch all the way around that opening. It's weird not putting a zipper in. Snip off that starter thread. All right, and then it says to put the zipper, where am I at? Side, stitch on each side, place pocket rectangles, right sides together. Fabric inner unit, I already did that. Bottom, lined it up, overlap the beginning, cut the center, I did that. Now we're on the back side, using scissors, did that. I already know how to do pockets, so I skipped some steps. Push the pocket through the opening, did that. Place the pocket unit on here, right sides together. And we're going to be stitching, where are we at? Just the top and the two sides. That's it. That's all I'm stitching on here. So I'm just stitching across the top of this and the two sides because it says we're going to be flipping the bag through the pocket. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Did I run out of thread? I did. Did I run out of thread when I was doing that? Nope, I did not. I didn't put a full bobbin in here because I switched to black thread to match all this. Okay, go ahead and put fresh bobbin in. Take a drink of water because I'm parched. All right, here we go. Now I can top stitch or stitch this close with my lovely wet hand from my water bottle making condensation. Sewing with 1/4 inch seam. I'm gonna do my two sides. It didn't tell me to flip the bottom of the pocket, creating a seam, because that's what I usually do. Nope, it doesn't tell you to do that. I usually fold the pocket up in so that way when we close it, it has already a seam right there. So that way it matches. But I'm going to go ahead and just do it anyway on my own because that's what I'm used to. I'm going to do it with the iron real quick. That way they're nice and even. Oh my goodness, come on. So I'm just folding up about, I don't know, a little bit bigger than 1/4 of an inch. And then I'll fold the top one equal with that. That way when I go to seal the pocket, it'll be nice and flush, which I like. Makes it easier to seal. So all I did was fold up the wrong side and fold back to the wrong side on this with the iron. And now I'm just going to stitch down the sides, but still not stitching across the bottom, just the sides. But that fold should be keeping it nice and equal. So 1/4 inch seam. Making sure that this stays nice right here. Back stitch and then do the other side. With the 1/4 inch seam. All right, pocket is somewhat complete. You can stick your hand in it and all the way through. All right, now what's the next step?
Mary made a patriotic tote and the flags are upside down. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mary, making a patriotic quote with the flags upside down. That's gotta suck, yes. All right, and then it says to stitch the strap pieces together end to end. So this one is going to get hooked to this one, and I'm going to need interfacing for this, I guess. Oh, it says use fusible fleece, but I don't have any fusible fleece, so I'm just going to use like Pelon 911 or something because I don't have any fleece. And I didn't cut the selvage off, so I stitched kind of far away from it, but I'm going to cut that off right now and then press it. And then I'm going to grab, it says to press it open, and that's probably because it becomes a strap and you want the bulk evenly distributed to both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do what the directions say. I rarely press open, but I'm going to press open. And I'm going to press this whole strip. I don't have much of my ironing board because Sunday's project is actually on it. And I don't want to get anything out of order.
You want me to iron for you?
Oh, it's fine.
I can do that.
Nope, I got it. And then it says, what am I going to do next? I'm going to have to look at the directions. What does it say to do next? I'm definitely going to cut the selvages off because it's going to want me to eventually. Okay, this strap is being made different because it's going to go all the way around the whole thing, creating the strap. So I got to read through this real quick. It says, all right, fusible fleece on the wrong side, end to end. Fuse it in place. I don't know what it has me doing here. This is confusing. Stitch the straps end to end. Press the seam open. Center the fusible fleece strips on the wrong side of the strap end to end. Fuse in place. Fold the fuse strip in half, right sides together along the length, obviously, with a 1/4 inch seam. Oh, I'm going to stitch it with a 1/4 inch seam and then turn it right side out. So, oh, wait, what? Center the seam on the back of the strap. Oh, it's going to have me pull it through and create a, whatchamacallit, tube. That's what it's going to have me do. So let's grab some 911 Hellon because it's thicker. I'm going to cut a bunch of strips off of it that are what the pattern says. Okay. Move that out of the way some. We're going to cut some strips off of here that are whatever the pattern says to do. And we're going to be centering them onto my strap unit. So I need about 5 strips. 4 or 5. Alright, 2 more just in case. Since I cut this size anyway for any other bag strap, it'll be okay if I have any excess because I will use it for other bag straps. Okay. All of these now, right here, put that there, put that there. Grab myself an iron and sit right here with it. And grab this because now I need to center. I need to play the centering game.
Have something on it?
Yeah, it does, but that's okay.
You want me to clean it for you quick?
Nope.
Stuff?
Nope. All right. Yeah, okay. Let's center this stuff on here. Make sure to put the pokey side down. That looks about center to me. Fuse it on. And I'm eyeballing the center. What is it not going to stick for me today? Hot press. Okay. Put another piece on. I'm wondering if I should put batting in it because of the fact that I don't have fusible fleece, but then it'll be too thick. I don't want it to be too thick of a strap. Another piece. Oops, don't go too far. There we go, right here. It's just making sure the whole entire time that I have my pokey side of my interfacing down, because I definitely do not want to glue that to the iron, which I have done a bazillion times. And if I do, I can just get a dryer sheet to get it off. But I try not to. Takes just a few seconds to hold it down. I'm also going to go from the front side and press it one more time. And I also need to take my 5th strip. It's a good thing I cut 5. And just cut it about right there. And press this on there. All right, so now I'm going to turn it to the front side and then give it a better press. And yes, I do use steam. see how thick this is going to be. Oh yeah, folding that in half. And then it's going to get flattened out and top stitched. I think it'll be plenty thick because I don't have fleece for this. All right, so now I'm going to fold it in half, right sides together, and sew down the whole lot of this long piece with a 1/4 inch seam, and then we'll have to pull it through itself. So I'm going to need a pulley through thing. You know. Yep, a pulley through thing. It's right behind you. That purple thing on a stick. Yeah. Yep, that's my pulley through thing.
Drawstring threader.
Yep, drawstring threader. Yes.
Okay.
Was I supposed to sew the end first? Where am I at? Let's see. Fold the fused strip in half, right sides together along the length. Stitch with a 1/4 inch seam. Turn right side, center the seam on the back of the strap and press. Top stitch 1/4 inch away from each long edge to secure to create the finished look. I don't know. I will figure it out once I flip it. I definitely don't make straps this way either. So there's a lot of new things today. And no, I didn't press it. I'm just doing it without pressing. I will press it all when I go to flatten the whole thing, or however it wants me to do it. Sure, a long ways to go, and I gotta flip this right side out too. Welcome everybody that's joining in. And thank you guys for being here on a Wednesday afternoon with me. Or whatever time of day it is for you, morning, noon, or night. Still going. There's still a lot to go. Right side out. Gotta turn it right side out. I have a feeling it's not going to be a very thick strap. All right, we're going to use my thingamabobber, and I'm going to go ahead and put this whole entire thing on it, on my thingamabobber, the threader, waistband threader, or whatever you want to call it. Just going to go and go and go until it's all on here, and then I'm going to put a clip at the other end and pull it through. Make sure that it doesn't come off. Oh, come off. We'll keep that in my mouth until then. I need to fit all this on here. We're still going. Come on.
He won't stop meowing at me. He needs attention.
Get it, kitty. Get it.
What are you doing, Mama? I'm meowing at Daddy.
Get it. Usually my cat does not touch my friend's things, but this friend has a dog and doesn't care if the cat gets anywhere near her stuff. Oh, she's not allergic. Where is this?
Plus, he's sitting in the hallway just meowing his head off.
So I'm going to put a safety pin on here so that I can pull the whole thing through. Come on. And yes, I have it in my mouth. Get it on there. Hope that it goes all the way through. Don't come off this edge. There we go. Come on. Flip. There we go. Come on. Flip. There. Here we go. Slowly. It just looks funny. Just looks funny. That's all. Come on. This takes a second to do. While this is here, I shall look at the next step while I slowly try to do this. I'm glad this doesn't have no fusible fleece or anything, because this would be so hard to turn. But I'm betting you guys probably have done this before. Some of you out there have turned
You need a hand? You want me to sit over there
straps
next to
this
you?
way.
You want me to sit over there next to you?
No, it's
I can
fine.
help you.
Nope, it's going. It's just taking a minute. I have to keep flipping as it goes. So you can see I got the other end to the other side, but now we have to continue unraveling it from itself.
There you go. Almost done.
Come on. Keep going. There we go. There we go. Look at that.
One long strap.
It's got to go all the way around. All right. Now that that's pulled through, I can remove the safety pin from the fabric and the thingamabobber. All right, what else does it have me do? Fold the fuse to right sides together on the strip seam, turn right side, center the seam on the back side of the strap, press top stitch. Okay, so now we're gonna center this slip. I need the iron on and back.
You told me you were done with it. That's why I put it there.
Oh, momentarily. So I'm gonna center this seam on here, make sure it's nice and flat, and then I'm going to press it along the whole entire thing.
Easy fix. Bam. There you go. It's not going to be warm yet.
All right, so now I just need to go along this whole thing and press it. Folding that seam to one side or the other, but I'm trying to keep it all to one side, but it seems to be wanting to flip to the other. Come on, just nicely lay flat for me. Little by little, we shall make this strap. I'm going to finger press this to one side very carefully. Sort of. Or at least attempt it before I get to it. There we go. This is a pretty flat strap now that it's flipped, but that's okay. Because I definitely am not going to try to turn it back out and grab batting and stitch it to it, because that's what I would have had to do, because it would have just came off in the flipping process. So yeah, because I don't have any fusible batting or anything like that. Make do with what we got. Just making sure that that seam is pressed to the same side all the way along the whole entire thing so that it lays flat. It's really pretty fabric. Just a tiny smidge more to go. Okay. Now what I need to do is top stitch down both sides. And then how do they get hooked together? Where does it connect? Somewhere on here. Oh, it just gets sewn to it. Okay. Interesting. All right, so I'm just going to top stitch with a nice top stitch down both sides. And yes, I can sew that fast because I'm using my fingers to hold the piece in a certain position on the table to keep it straight all the way. And it's keeping it 1/8 of an inch away from the edge. The needle is 1/8 of an inch away from the edge of the fabric. All right, that's sewn. Now I'm going to attach it to the outer side. Okay, let's figure this out. So it's going to go on this side. That's the top and the bottom. Move all that out of my way. Grab strap. And it's going to go facing down like this. Let me trim these edges up because they got messy. Trim this edge. And try to follow. So 1 inch down from the top edge, stitch a box X as shown between the 2 boxes on each side of the handle. Okay, so I'm just going to be making like a whatever all the way around. How's it seal though? Avoid the darts. Cutting, trim away the excess fabric. Repeat with the audio place outer panel right sides together. Okay, so I guess I'm going to start on the outside right here, 3 inches in from the edge. So 3 inches in from the edge, avoiding my darts. And I'm going to pin this in place. That way it stays. Let's find me a cup of pins. Stitch it in place. Hook it in place like this. And like that. And then I'm going to go over 14 inches. So from this end, we're going to come out 14 inches. there. And then that's the side that'll hook. It's right there at the top. So it came out 14 inches. And then 3 inches from this edge. And we'll pin it. 3 inches from that edge and pin it. And it's going to go all the way around to this other side. So I'm just going to pin it flat the whole way around. Keeping it 3 inches from the edge. And it is. Right here. Just a little. Here. And then I'm going to go out 14 inches again. That's what it says. 14 inches right there. Just holding it with my finger. Flipping the whole thing. And putting that right there at that end. 3 inches in. Right there. And I'm going to pin it, and then I'm going to check to see if both the straps are equal. What is it going to have me do right here? Just top stitch on top of it and fold it under maybe?
It's coming along quite nice.
Putting more pins than I absolutely need. Okay. So then I'm going to be cutting off the excess when I go past that, but let's make sure real quick that these two handles are exactly the same by folding it in half and laying them in each other. And they are not equal. That one seems bigger than that one. That's not bad. That's almost fully equal. There we go. That's good. I'm going to leave it. Then it says to just cut it and fold it over. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to create a folded seam by hooking them together and then make it flat. I'm going to sew them together by unhooking this.
Would this work for freezer food too when shopping?
Yeah, it should work for freezer food too, but this is going to be quite small. It's only,
we'll see how big it is when it's done.
It's 10, it's supposed to be 15 inches by 10 inches. All right, so I'm going to sew these ends together and press them open and then have that piece land underneath. It should land just right. Let's see. Yep. So I'm just going to press that open, and that way it's fully sealed and just instead of folded over on top of itself, like the directions, it doesn't fully like explain that very good. But repin this in place. Let's press it real quick. There we go. Making sure that this is still 3 inches from the edge. Here. Making sure it's still 3 inches from the edge. Here. And then I'm going to top stitch this whole thing down, right? Because it says to make darts, but how in the heck is the rest of it stitched? Make a box edge right here at the top and the top. Top stitch between the two boxes on each side over the handle. Top stitching. Oh, I pre-top stitched. That's why. They didn't want you to top stitch till after it was laid on here. That's what I read wrong. But I'm still going to top stitch. because why not? So I'm just gonna guess that it's 1 inch down, right? 1 inch down. Where's my? Not 1 inch. That's 1 inch. All right, here we go. I'm on that. Pull that pin out of there. Now I'm just going to stitch in my previously stitched lines because that shouldn't be too hard. Turn it in here. Get on my previous stitched line. And then make the X. Make an X. All right, and now I'm just going to stitch the whole thing down. Got to move this stuff out of my way though. So I'm going to go up to this next one, do the stitch, and then I'll do the other side.
When are you going to film making a bag on the Juki industrial?
As soon as I'm ready to make one.
Magnetic?
Is what?
Your pin cup magnetic?
Yes.
And where do you get one?
This one is, I don't know what brand.
Well, I'm sure you can get it on eBay, Amazon, Walmart, right?
This one might be like Purple Hobbies or something. I don't know, but it's a magnetic little bin that's flower on the end. I don't.
You probably get it at Walmart.
eBay, you don't get it at Walmart. Amazon, Fat Quarter Shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any one of those places. There you go.
I use more than one kind of thing for pins, though. This one is just for the ones here, the magnetic one. Stop right. 1 inch from the edge.
Fat Quarter Shop.
And then stitch across. Yeah, I would try Fat Quarter Shop first for these little cute things. Little pin holders.
How about QBPN?
I don't. They sell patterns mainly.
Threads?
Connecting Threads might sell the pin holders. And make my X. And then go down that side.
Yes, Walmart has them.
Oh, well then good.
Walmart sells everything.
Yes,
They sell
Walmart
their
sells
Jukies now.
everything, yes. All right, now I'm going to stitch down this opposite side. Stop dropping things. I just inhaled dust. Okay, one side down, one side to go. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have even needed to make an X, but it wants you to, so I guess just do that. on Wednesday? Not at all. Not that I know of. Unless she's on right now. I don't know. All right, now I'm just going to sew down the one side, do the other side's X. All right, 1 inch down. I'm going to create my literally just guessing 1 inch down by looking at the other side. This side I need to sew the rest of the way down. Come on, right there. That's the side I need to close. Okay, there we go. All right, it's all sewn down. Look at that. It's going to create that. Next step is to sew the darts. I think that's what I read. Let's see. Avoiding the straps, fold and stitch the darts 1/4 inch from the edge of the batting. Trim away the excess fabric. Well, I already trimmed the fabric, so I'm just sewing it. And I could sew through all those layers because I have a Juki. So I guess it... Huh? Oh, Diane, thank you. All right, I'm going to sew all these darts with a 1/4 inch seam. It didn't want the fabric cut away just yet, so I had already cut the fabric out of that area. So that was my fault. All right, 2 more darts. And then I have to sew the other one too, right? Repeat the 4 darts, the inner panel, avoiding the pocket. Yep, so I'm sewing all my darts that are built into the panel. Okay, and the last one right here for this side. Okay, all those are sewn. Now to sew this one, avoiding the pocket, which is not going to be in my way at all, so that's a plus. Huh?
You can quilt it,
Oh, yeah.
whatever you were talking about.
Yeah, I probably could have quilted this first, but that's okay. It'll be fine, not quilted. Again, it's just for my friend. She's just scared of the zipper part. So, honestly,
tell her what it's really for. It's her project for the quilt show. What it is.
Center point on both edges of the zipper. Begin placing by matching the center of the zipper, the center top pleat outside. Okay, you can turn that off now.
Last time you told me that, you told me
no. No, just turn it off now. All right, we're going to find the center of the zipper, which I don't even know where my zipper is. Is my zipper on the floor?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Look at that.
There you go, Mom.
We're just going to find the center of all this zipper. And I don't have my zipper tabs on here yet because I can just add them after the fact, before I seal the bag. I'm going to just make a little tiny notch because that's the center. and little tiny notch in my zipper with my center, and the right side of the zipper, that means the outside of the zipper, is going to go right here in the center of the bag. And I need some clippy clips. And I'm going to put one side of the zipper on one side of this, and then the other side of the zipper on the other side. And I'm also going to, let's see, how to read that real quickly. Find the center of the zipper mark from the beginning, from place, matching the center of the zipper to the top pleat. Outside of the zipper should be facing the outer panel. I already know that. Pin the zipper in place all the way around 1/2 of the tote. Be careful easing the zipper around the curves to prevent the pleats or puckers of the zipper. Stitch 1/2 in place. So I'm just going to carefully put my zipper around these curves. And I'm doing just 1/2. I'm doing one side first, and I'll come around and do the other. And the other side. Just lining it up. And then obviously I'm pinning it around the curves nicely. Dropping things as I go along, because that's what we do in our sewing rooms. I'm pretty sure this has said it wanted me to base stitch it down before adding the other side. Let's see. Stitch this half of the zipper in place. Cut the arms, trim away the excess. I already did it. Place the outer panel and inner panel right sides together. So now, find the center of the zipper and mark that. Anyways, okay, so it doesn't really matter what side that goes on. This is going to go right sides together with it. So I'm just going to unpin and pin it into place like this, keeping my zipper inside the middle of it. Yeah. The sky is rumbling outside. And Scott's car's windows are open, but his car is, not the prettiest car in the world.
My junker still needs dry seats to sit on.
It's not raining, Scotty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. I think the sky is just grumbling because it's hungry.
Like my gut.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It's probably my gut instead of your gut, because I'm hungry too. Yesterday I was hit by subliminal messaging because we were watching a movie and on screen pops a Dairy Queen. And it wasn't a commercial for a Dairy Queen. It was just in the movie, there was a Dairy Queen that they went to, the Dairy Queen, and the Dairy Queen got blown up even. But then I was like, ooh, that sounds good right now. So Scott and I dropped everything, watching the movie and all, and went and got Blizzards, the Dairy Queen. I got the, what is the flavor that I got? Oreo cookie Blizzard. And he got those summertime,
I got
the peanut butter, whatever. It's a summertime thing that's discontinuing, obviously.
It's called peanut butter dog food or something.
It was called peanut butter dog food or something like that. It was kind of funny. The name was funny of it. But yeah, we just came home and finished our movie while eating Dairy Queen. So I got hit by subliminal messaging. It usually doesn't happen either. All right, let's see. Beginning, place the tuck pleat outside of the zipper, should be facing the outer panel. Pin the zipper, place all the way around the one half of the tote. Be careful easing in the zipper around the curves to prevent pleats or puckers. Stitch this half the zipper in place. Okay, I'm going to do that in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm just going to like kind of start most of the way from the bottom. All right, and I'm just going to stitch on here with 1/4 inch seam. I'm going to leave it kind of open though, like not going fully to the bottom because I can just finish that end. Ease around the curve carefully, pulling out my pins as I go, sewing with a 1/4 inch seam because I'm using a size 5 zipper. And I'm using a nylon zipper, size 5 nylon zipper. Oops, that was supposed to happen. Right there, there we go. And I didn't stitch all the way to the complete end yet because I still need to add me zipper head. All right. Does it want us to top stitch this? Oh, you know what? That would be a good idea to top stitch it. And then pull my other side of my zipper. That side, yep. Okay. Yeah, that way it lays flatter. I like the top stitching idea. So I'm going to top stitch this, and then I'm going to pull my zipper apart and do the other side, you know, flip it back out and then do the other side, and then connect my zippers from those openings that I'm leaving. That will work. Make it look really nice and clean. I'm going to change my stitch length. We're also going to lift my thingy up and just stitch around that. I'm also going to move all these out of the way to the opposite side. It's almost like making, I've seen on videos, Bible covers. This kind of reminds me of the shape and style, how they make those Bible covers. Oh, I ran out of bobbin thread. Do I have one more? No, I do not. I need to roll a bobbin. Snippy snips. I got to roll a bobbin, guys. I feel very disorganized today.
It's okay. Barely been an hour and 20 minutes, and you're almost done.
Lipperapangus.
Doesn't sound good. Sounds like it was done it wrong.
Oh, it's one of those bobbins, I think. The ones I pre-marked.
Well, you used the bad one?
Thought I moved those out of the way.
So did I.
Sorry, I have a couple of my bobbins. I marked them with a Sharpie and I keep grabbing them. I don't know how they keep getting back into the area that I moved them away from. So, because the bobbins aren't sitting in the bobbin winder right. That one does. If it ain't one bobbin, it's another. Now where's the bobbin casing? I didn't pull it out yet. That's why. That one's a good one. Thread real quick. I'm literally almost done. I have to have bobbin. Go. I am using black thread too, so I don't usually use black thread for everything, so I never have pre-wound black bobbins. When I make bobbins, I usually make white and cream. All right, let's go to where I ended, or where I ran out of bobbin, I should say. There we go. And then top stitch across the line. Back around. All right, now I'm going to unzip my zipper, literally by taking it completely apart, and flip this back out and do the other side. And then I'll put the two pieces together through that opening and then seal it. So one side of the zipper is connected. Since this is going to be a dual head zipper, I'm just going to zip it closed from the other end. So now, just going to make sure that this is right side facing the proper way on my zipper. I'm going to match up that center. I'm also going to match this up while I go around it. Actually, let's get a little bit of the zipper hooked real quick because then match it up and clip it the rest of the way around. That way I can top stitch both sides before I seal everything, like almost right up to it. Which will make it lay good, I think. I'm not 100% positive, you know.
You got it.
I've made a lot of bags, though, just not this way. Again, never made a lunch tote. And I don't really ever follow someone else's directions, but so far I'm sort of understanding these directions. And again, I'm not going to start all the way at the end. I'm going to start away from it so that I have the opening to be able to connect my two zipper ends together before sealing it shut. That sky's still rumbling out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, we did have a flash flood warning.
That doesn't mean much, but
Yeah. We live in an area that gets flash floods. Just can happen randomly. And the weird thing is the radar didn't show. I was watching the thingy. The radar doesn't show on the weather app any clouds over us. So it's random and rare, you know, because it's getting to that season where we start getting monsoons. Going around these curves nicely. I put way more pins in it this time. I did last. That's
all
okay.
right, you have the pins, might as well use them.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead now and stitch this one in.
Can I tell you to stop and pull the pin every 2 seconds? You do that?
Clip. It's a clip, not a pin. I keep
You know
saying.
what I meant.
Yeah. All right. He's making fun of me because I kept telling him stop and remove the clip in the video that he sews. All right, here we go. All the way around, very carefully. Quarter-inch seam. And I can do a quarter-inch seam because I'm using a size 5 zipper, which has plenty of space for quarter-inch seams. Okay. Now I'm going to turn it around and top stitch it. And then hook my zipper heads on. And hope that they line up nicely. They should, because I centered the zipper. Which side has got a bigger opening? This side. All right, so I'm going to flip it around and top stitch. So I'm going to birth the bag and then unbirth the bag. Actually, I could probably pull it all through this. Let's make that a little easier on myself. How about that? Pull it through the pocket. All right. Make sure that's nice and flat. I'm going to give it a quick top stitch. I'm going to hook my zipper ends on my zipper tabs.
Industrial the other week?
I made this the other day on the industrial.
Okay, well, I did ask if you used the industrial. So
Yeah,
you made
I've
that
used
the other
it.
day.
I made it those bags with it too.
Okay, well, here. So
They
you
were a
made
little
this
bit
one?
harder. I made that on the industrial, and then I made that on
And
the
that.
industrial. But this one that he's holding up now, it was actually harder because that one's just a thinner layer. This one has layers and layers of jean coming together, so it was a lot easier. When it's just cotton and some interfacing and stuff, it doesn't sew very well through the industrial. That has to come over to this side. Anything that's jean, vinyl, blah, blah, blah. Like I was able to top stitch this vinyl on here from that machine. The problem is any cotton fabric. I mean, a lot of you have asked, why did I get that Juki? That's to make bags with vinyl, cork, leather, jean, anything that's a really thick fabric, but it's not meant to sew just 2 layers of cotton or 2 layers of cotton with 2 layers of interfacing. It's not meant to sew through that. It just makes a big mess, and the tension gets all off, and it's just not meant for that. So I sew, that stuff with this machine, and then the big machine is for the thick stuff. Because this will sew through cork, vinyl, leather, and all that too, but I want to be able to do just vinyl with canvas. The canvas is the other fabric it'll sew. I want vinyl and canvas with interfacing bags, so I wanted a machine that was heavy duty enough to not put this through all that work, if that makes any sense. I don't want to torture these machines and kill these out when this is my piecing machine, as opposed to the other one is now for bag making only. This one I can piece this.
Bags,
no, I did not make. I want to make a video on this bag for you guys, but I haven't got to it yet because I have been kind of lazy. Lots of stuff has been going on around here in my life, so I just, slowly getting to things little by little. If you guys know the things that I've been going through, some days I just don't want to be on camera. I don't want to do anything, some of you know without talking about it. All right, so I'm going to hook my zipper on real quick and then turn it back out the other way and then seal those closed. But I definitely wanted these ends to hook my zipper on first. So they are not equal anymore. We need to cut them equal. Shifted, which is going to happen. I need zipper ends though. There's one and there's two.
You need different scissors?
Nope. I just cut myself though with the scissors.
I see. That's teaching them what not to do, right?
Yep.
This is Tim Taylor. Tiffany's Home Improvement.
All right, here we go. Let's get one side of the zipper on. Come on. There we go. And then obviously this will get sewn in. I just got to flip the bag back around through the pocket. All right, we're going to line this side up. I'm just matching this up. So this is the best way is to zip it most of the way. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's nylon zipper, so it cuts easily. Time. Come on. Hold both ends. I struggle with this part because I don't have a zipper thingy. But most of the time I get it. There we go. So there's both ends of my zipper on. So now I just need to turn the bag back out. I'm going to stitch this real quick so it doesn't pop off. Just stitching the ends of my zipper so that I don't pop my things. Flipping it. I'll still cut that excess away. All right, we're going to pull everything right back through this pocket again. Yep. I'm going to seal those sides, cut off excess zipper, flip it back around, top stitch from the emptiness that I didn't get, and then seal the opening of this pocket. And then the thing will be done. So I'm just going to find wherever my zipper holes are. Sew those up. one side to the other. As long as the head is out of the way. Okay. Come on. I'm just sealing the spot. Making sure that zipper head is out of that way. Come on. Out of the way.
Louise said that was a lot of work to make. She must be a very good friend.
Yeah. I went too far. I got to rip real quick. I went too far. Yes, she's a very good friend. Yep. Come on. Now to get this side. It's kind of different because I did put both sides of my zipper on. Just making sure that both ends get sewn. There we go. Doesn't really like close like I want right here. That's what I get for doing my own thing.
You done a Lone Star quilt?
Yeah, I've done plenty of Lone Star quilts. I've done like 20 Lone Star quilts. That was a very popular one for me to do.
And you have videos on it.
And I have video, well, not on all of them. I'm just
Is
the,
it the one you did for my mom, Lone Star?
no, that's the Dresden.
Oh, yeah, okay. Never mind. The one on her bed, not the one in her little. Oh, yeah, it is. It's the same. Never mind.
No, it's a Dresden. No, the other one is a not reproduction, a vintage quilt that I restored.
Either way, you have lots of Lone Star quilts and videos.
Yes, I have. Well, no, not lots in videos. I have one. The Not So Alone Lone Star quilt is in a video.
Oh, that's the only one?
Yes.
Tell them that.
Yep.
Watch the video.
Yep, there's a video.
What's it called again?
Not So Alone Lone Star. It's a whole series of videos. Match this end up. So this end. And then sew across to seal it this way. One seam to one side, one seam to the other. That's a lot to go through layers, but it goes through it.
The Juki's off.
Yes, it's juky and it's tough. Here we go. Excess zipper, cutting off. trash and turn the bag out now. Back through the hole, tap stitch, and then sew the zipper shut. I mean, sew the pocket shut.
Someday they want to see a close up of how you actually zipper on the teeth.
Oh, yeah. I could show you a close up in today's video of how I put the zippers on the teeth. Give me 2 seconds though to. Okay. Let's make sure it shuts like it's supposed to. Real quick. It definitely doesn't open like it's supposed to. To me, it just doesn't seem right, but it's a lunch tote, so it goes all the way. And you can see it'll hold a casserole dish or whatever in it. All right, I'm just gonna cross over with a.
Well, it looks like what the picture does. Right?
Actually, I back stitched on both these sides, so I'm not even gonna bother with the top stitch down there. I'm just gonna seal that pocket because I did top stitch with a back stitch. Okay. So let's seal the pocket and call it a day. And then I'll show you how the zipper heads go on. All right, so I'm just sealing the pocket now, which I need to change my stitch length back down and retighten my pressure gauge. It's sewing thin fabric again because it's now sewing through only the 4 layers instead of like 500. That was a lot of layers just now. All right, push the pocket that has a hole in it. I guess I missed the bottom. I'm not sewing too well right now. Line that back up where it's supposed to be.
All right, take it easy. You can do it, huh? You haven't been on that long. You got this.
Oh, I know I got it. I just... just gotta reline that back up.
You want to
There
come
we
and
go.
rub that. Rub your shoulders for you.
I've got both sides there. Odd. It looked flat. Whatever. Push it in and make sure there's no holes. Oh, there's no holes. I don't see how this pocket's supposed to stay flat in there, though. It's really like... should have been quilted first. I would suggest if you're going to find this pattern online and make it, I would highly suggest quilting both sides first. Because this is really... I mean, I don't like it. The fullness, you know. So it makes your tray, or it's a lunch bag. So there it is. It's done. The bottoms are nice. Everything's sealed up. Everything's poked out good. Sits nice and flat. It's just kind of full, you know? Yeah. So I suggest quilting. If you're going to make something like this, I would suggest anything made like this, you know, quilting it. So that way it's more, I don't know. Just makes sense. So there it is. I will hold it up to the camera. And while I am over here, I will grab a zipper head to show you. So here it is.
Beautiful colors.
The straps are just fine. They're big. They landed pretty much equal. They're not like 100% perfect, but you can see that I did an X right here. And then when you open it up, it becomes the tray, but you can see how loose, that fabric is in there. So I suggest quilting it because that'd be better. And then it has the pocket. So to put your utensils in, I guess, if it's just as a lunch bag, you just put your utensils in there, you know. But it's a two-headed zipper. They meet perfectly in the middle. You can see they meet like they're supposed to. So that's that. All right, let's come over here. I gotta grab a zipper head real quick first, guys, so I can show you how they go on. All right, we're gonna bring the camera. It's gonna move. Camera's moving. Camera's moving. Camera's tipping down. All right. I have some excess zipper right here. I'm just gonna take two sides. Okay. There's two heads here. And what you do, if you don't have a zipper jig, I'm going to come really close to this so that you can see. If you don't have a zipper jig and you're just using the zipper head only, lay your zipper flat with the round curved part facing towards your zipper. Take your zipper ends and put one on each side. I can't do this without holding it. A little bit in there and a little bit in this slot on this side. Just like this. Lay it flat again. Pull the zipper head, the puller butt thing, forward. Oops, this one went too far in. Pull it back down a little. Straighten it out. Pull this forward. And then hold both sides and give it a tug, which is not going to work if I don't put both sides in better. They have to go in equally at the same time. This is so hard to show you guys on camera, facing like this. Both sides are in. Hold it with my fingers. And this might be just too small of a zipper to be doing this with either. Go. Hold. And pull. There we go. So slide it in just a little bit. Slide it in. I don't have I tried the fork method. I just can't do it. So they're both slid in just a little bit. I pull this forward, put my fingers on this end. Oops. I can keep those in there. Hold it with my fingers and then pull right there. So it's zipped together. See if I can't get you guys a little bit more closer, just so that you can see again. Both sides. Just a little bit in here, just a little bit in here. Pull them up just a little, so that way they stay equal. Grab your zipper pull, and just hold both sides, and pull down. Just like that. So I don't have I've tried the method, of using the other route. So sometimes you can just undo only the ends like this, like if you had the whole zipper by the yard, and just put one side in here, hold it, add your other side by just tipping it up just a little bit, meet both ends, and that way your bottom is still hooked, and then put it on. It kind of goes on a little bit easier that way. So again, it's just a little bit pulled out. Slide one end in, kind of hold it, bend this a little, slide it in. It takes a while to get used to. It took me a while when I first started doing zippers, but they work easier. Or you can just, do it the easy way and purchase yourself some two-headed zippers. By, already threaded zipper, which makes it a lot easier. So, and it costs more to buy pre-zippers. It's actually cheaper to buy a zipper yard by the yard.
We do it the cheap way.
Yeah.
Scott is the one buying it.
Yeah. We keep it more on the less expensive route. Oops, right here. There we go. So that's how that's done, my friends. And I get zipper from everywhere. So last time we got it from zipperstock.com. This recent time, we ordered zipper by the yard from Walmart. And guess what Walmart has, guys? I got to tell you all about this. I am not making any money off of this, but Walmart has zipper by the yard right now. They have black and white with the colorful. Can you pass me that? To the colorful ones? With the colorful zipper tape. The tape itself is either black or white, but for 10 yards, for how much was it? 13. 13. It was like $11.99. But it comes with the zipper heads and the color changing zipper tape. Look at that. 10 yards of it. For how much again? $14 pretty much?
It was 13. I think it was $12.99.
He thinks it was $12.99.
I don't remember. I bought it for you last week.
And then it comes with 20 heads, right? Or 10 heads. I don't remember. Either way, that's a lot. It looks like about
20 yards and 10 heads.
Yeah, whatever. It comes with a ton of heads, and you can buy the color heads too. You don't always have to have the same, but it's size 5 zipper. So if you guys want to get yourself some zipper by the yard, Walmart has it right now. I cannot pronounce the name of the company that it comes from through Walmart, but go well. I don't know. But either way, yeah. So he just bought me some more zipper by the yard, and we were able to get the color changing color changing zipper teeth area, which is awesome because I think it's really cool and it'll go with tons of bags that I make. So you guys might want to check that out before they run out because it's a good price. All right. Any questions or anything while I'm still here? This is what we made again by that company, designed by Carolina Moore. It's a lunch tote. That's what we made with the Gypsy Quilters pre-packaged stuff. So if you guys can find it online, I didn't put a link for it. It just kind of, went off whatever. That's it. That's all I got. I'm really glad that you guys got to hang out with me and watch me sew this lunch tote that, it's cute. It's cute. It's a good, lunch tote, but it definitely could be made differently. I don't know. My own personal way. I would have done it differently. Oh, that's that. Any questions? Did they ask anything? No? Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead then and get my little happy butt off of here and go eat.
Eat some food.
Because I's a hungry girl. I's very hungry. I need food. I think I'm going to have a pack of bacon and macaroni and cheese. Because it sounds so good. Yum. Anyway, see you guys all on Sunday. Bye.